Alright YouTubers, welcome back. We're doing another flashlight video. This is one I'm really excited about, and I want to do some more close-up views here of this one. This is a pretty light. I say that, it's a really nicely machined flashlight. It's not your basic light. This was the Reylight Ti Lan, L-A-N. It was a Massdrop. I believe a Massdrop exclusive. That's where I bought it from. I'm not sure if it was available somewhere else, but it is a AA light that runs on a 14500. It weighs 2.2 ounces. It's made from solid titanium. It's pretty light, pretty good size. It's got a tail switch here, and we'll get into more of the specs here in a second. We'll go over the specs and then we'll talk more about the different, and the different fit and finishes such as the knife of the light. Has a Nichia 219 LED, so it's saying that it's on the Pineapple, which I really like. And it was also on the Massdrop lumen top, AAA light. So it offers high of 110 lumens, but that's on a AA battery. If you throw in a 14500, you're going to get close to 400 on high. The thing about Nichia emitters is they have a more natural light as far as the color that they produce. It's more natural light. It's more like sunlight than like a Cree emitter. So it's going to have, the lumen ratings are never going to be as high on those as they would be on a Cree. If you had it on a Cree, it'd probably be 500 lumens. But again, the light is more usable. It is more natural. It is what your eyes are used to seeing. This is kind of the box it came in. This is how my Pineapple came too. Just a simple little box with some extra O-rings. So it is a 4000K Nichia 219. So that's your light spectrum. The Crees tend to run higher, quite a bit higher in the spectrum. That's why they produce that kind of that blue tint. These are going to have more of a yellow tint almost, but it looks more like sunlight. And a lot of people, it's more of a preference thing, but I like the natural colors of the Nichia emitter. My first one was actually a Reylight, the Pineapple Brass, also a 14500. Really love that. That's one of my go-to EDC flashlights. So they are a rear tail click, as you can see here. And one of the cool features on this light is it has these little inserts here where you can add tritium tubes. A lot of guys have added like green, blue, purple, red, whatever tritium tubes to this. It glows in the dark. That was one thing that I thought was really cool, that you can get and add those yourself to the light. They are not allowed to ship them with them across overseas. Something about U.S. customs or something, but that's why they don't come with them. But you can customize this light with tritium inserts, which is one really cool feature of it. It does have tail stand capability. The pocket clip is adjustable. It's the same exact pocket clip that's on the Reylight Pineapple. If you have the Pineapple, this is quite a bit lighter than the Pineapple. The Pineapple is made of solid brass, and this is made of titanium. It's only 2.2 ounces, but it's still a pretty hefty light. It's not like something made out of aluminum that's going to be quite a bit lighter. So it's still 2.2 ounces is plenty good. So let's go ahead and so like I said, it's a real tail switch, and you have your first mode is a moonlight mode, and you're not even going to catch this on camera. When I go outside and do the beam shots, which you'll see here in a minute, you'll see that it's an actual true moonlight mode. And you have your low, medium, and high. Oops, that was medium and high. You have monetary on for the switch. If you want to just cycle through the soft press, you can do that, or you can do a click each time. It's up to you. I like the interface. It's exactly the same as the Reylight Pineapple. I really like the interface on the light. This, again, I don't know why I've never done a video on this one. It's kind of weird. All the flashlights I've reviewed, I've for some reason never reviewed the Reylight Pineapple. If I did, it's not my playlist, so it could be out there somewhere, I guess. But one of my go-to EDC lights, so when the Massdrop was going to have the Ti Lan available, I jumped on that, and it just barely was delivered a few days ago. I think the price was around 50 bucks. I'm going to have to sign into Massdrop again to see what it was. And I got the brass one from Massdrop as well, so Massdrop is a awesome site. It's very addictive though. Lots of good stuff on there that you can get caught up in really quickly. So let's look at the price real quick before we move on. I do have some outdoor beam shots, and then we'll go ahead and kind of talk more about the fit and finish of the light. It didn't really say. I think doesn't have the price because the drop is over. But I think it was around $49 is what the 50 bucks is what it came in at. So let's go ahead and show you those beam shots and everything, and then we will kind of wrap up the video. All right, you're out with the Reylight Ti Lan. That is the 390 lumens out of a 14500. That is the high mode on the Nichia 219 LED. It's more of a natural light, which is nice. I'm going to pan over to the shed to give you an idea. The brightness there. And the tree. One pine tree, where are you? So, there we go. Not showing up very good on camera, is it? Give you an idea. The nice thing about these Reylights is they have a true moonlight, which you can barely see. Look at that. You can barely. I mean, you can't even show it on the ground. I have to do it on my hand. Well, let me turn off this extra behind us. See if that'll help. So you can actually see that moonlight. Yeah, the camera's not even picking up that light. So it has a true moonlight mode on there. Very, very low. And there's your low, medium, high. So plenty bright. I really like the Nichia emitters just for the more natural light spectrum. The colors you're seeing are more natural, more like the sunlight, versus like a through night, you know, that uses a Cree LED that's going to be higher in the spectrum of colors. There's a good comparison side by side of the through night Neutron 2C. So I like both lights. I mean in both emitters, I should say. I do prefer the Nichia, but you know, sometimes it's nice to have those extra lumens, and that's what that Cree will give you. So, all right, there's your beam shot. So I just want to give you kind of a really good look here at the light as far as the machining goes. It's really nicely done. A lot of intricate work goes into this light. It's not just a plain, you know, flashlight. This is a solid titanium. Nice threads. Very inside here. You can see it's nicely machined. Put that battery to the side. I mean, the addition of the tritium is awesome, and the pocket clip is removable if you want to keep it. I like the pocket clip. Just to give you an idea of the reflector. Just wanted to show you the fit and finish because it's really nice on this light. Definitely worth the price. I mean, very much so. I'd have to just go back and see what Massdrop charged my PayPal, but it was right around 50 bucks. So, Reylight. These are made in China, but they are made at, what is the forum I'm a part of? Not forum. Well, Candle Power. They are in Candle Power. It's Flashlight Fanatics on Facebook, I believe. Yes. And Ray, the creator of Reylight, is on there all the time and is constantly posting and listening to the different enthusiasts on there. And so when he produces a light, it's always top quality like this. Like I said, the Pineapple is one of my favorite EDC lights. The Ti Lan, I was eagerly waiting, and here it is. I'm pretty stoked. So I feel like it feels like it's a higher end custom type light, but you're getting it for a really reasonable price. It definitely is much nicer machine and finish, like compared to the Claris here, which is a good light and one of my favorite 14500 lights, and it has more output. But the machining is just, this is titanium, but it just feels to me like it's one of their aluminum versions. It looks just the same. This is really like nicely machined, and it's got that kind of polish to the titanium instead of this matte gray. So it will show scratches a little bit more, but that's alright. And the fact that you can customize with tritium is definitely just really cool. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, figure that out, how to do that. I have no idea. If you guys know, let me know. I don't think it's too terribly difficult. You just have to somehow glue the tubes in there. But very cool that you can customize it like that. and I am very stoked about this light. This is going to definitely be one of my go-to EDC lights. I like the rear tail switch. I took the battery out. Especially for like a light when I carry it as for like my concealed carry piece as a way to identify the target. I really prefer the tail switch. I have a lot of Olights and such that have the forward switch, like the Colaris has the forward switch, and I find that I just really kind of prefer the tail. Again, I took the battery out for that. The Pineapple's the same way. So one of my other go-to lights here. So Reylight, if you haven't checked out their flashlights, check them out. Very well made. I believe they're available for purchase on some of the Chinese sites. Don't know about U.S. retailers. I'm not sure if they're carried by like Going Gear or anything like that. The only place I've ever seen them is Massdrop, and I found out about them on that Flashlight Fanatics Facebook page. So very cool light, guys. Very stoked on it. Let me know what you think about the Reylight Ti Lan and the Reylight Pineapple. Very cool lights. Very high quality, well made, and not going to break the bank. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.